Emily Reynolds with emilyreynolds.net here, and I have a super easy, awesome tip for you on sweet potatoes. So first of all, sweet potatoes are a complex carb and they are slow digesting, so it's not going to spike your blood sugar. So that's one of the reasons they're one of the best carb choices for you, right? And they're super high in protein, which is a bonus. I love that they are naturally very sweet, and I love sweets, so for carbs, they are just the bomb when you ask me. So the only thing is, they take so long. So you look at one of these sweet potatoes, depending on what size you're cooking, it can take 35, 45, sometimes even more to cook it. So when you're really hungry, it's easier to make those bad choices rather than wait for your sweet potatoes to cook. So what I do is I grab a whole bunch of sweet potatoes and I make several days worth this way. So I slice them up into about $1/2 and even bigger depending on the size of the sweet potato. Little rounds, and I get the biggest pot that I can, and I have boiling water here, and I throw the sweet potatoes in. Okay, so I'm going to cook these, and it takes about, depending on how many you put in there and what size and everything, but it takes about the same time that it takes to cook one sweet potato in the oven. Okay, some of you guys do microwave. I want you to take note on this. Microwaves damage your food. They zap the nutrients in your food. So unplug your microwave, don't use it. I highly recommend that you're doing some research if you don't believe me. Microwaves are super bad for your food. So I'm going to boil my sweet potatoes, okay? I'm going to grab all of them, put them in here, and then I am going to wait till they're all done, and I'll show you guys how I prepare them in my Vitamix. Okay, now my sweet potatoes are done, and the way that I can tell that they're done is when I pick them up, they start to break apart like this. So they're nice and mashed up when I put them in my Vitamix. So I just put them in here and I let some water go in there, okay? I just load up my Vitamix because I'm going to mash them, so kind of like mashed sweet potatoes, and that's how I like to eat them because it's really easy to just scoop out whatever your portion size is that way. I put the top on, and one thing that I add later, you don't have to, but I like to make my sweet potatoes kind of like Thanksgiving style, so I put a little bit of cinnamon and stevia in them, but we add that in, if you want, a little bit later. So you just put it on high and blend. And as you see, it literally took a couple seconds. And I'm going to take the top off, and you see the steam? They're still hot. I have mashed sweet potatoes. And super easy, all I'm going to do is take it right here, and I have this glass container that I put in the fridge, and I put my sweet potatoes here. I'm going to have lots more. I'm going to fill up the whole thing because it's for Wayne and I. And then I just put them in the fridge, and I just scoop out what I need, 1/4 cup, 5 cups for Wayne, whatever it might be. So that's an easy way to make sweet potatoes. And yes, Brownie got some sweet potatoes in his food too, but what's left over is this, and it will probably be about 2 or 3 days worth for Wayne and I. And I just go ahead and put the lid on it and throw it in the fridge.